Good evening, folks. This is a story on Sports Illustrated, and it says that it's written by Michael Shapiro. Probably no relation to Ben Shapiro, I'm gonna guess. It says that report that Rodgers feels crucified over vaccination story. I want you to pay attention to one thing. The most important thing in this is Green Bay's signal caller made an appearance on the Pat McAfee show on Friday to address the apparent obfuscation, a segment that featured misinformation on both COVID-19 and vaccines. Roger now feels as though he's been crucified for his remarks per people. They don't have any sources. They're just speculating or how you say using any excuse to try to put clicks on their page. But then the reason why I read that paragraph over everything else is because as soon as someone comes out against the COVID-19 vaccine or talks about any alternative treatments for the vaccine and COVID-19, they automatically attack their credibility by saying they're spewing misinformation, and thus making Aaron Rodgers' argument invalid in every sense, and thus making him seem as though he is not an intelligent person or a person that needs to be listened to. The problem stems from the fact that he actually reached out, per Aaron Rodgers himself, to Joe Rogan, as did Tim Pool. Joe Rogan, as you know, contracted COVID-19 a few weeks ago, and he, in his words, threw the kitchen sink at it. Which means he used a cocktail of medications to include monoclonal antibodies and ivermectin. The ivermectin thing is the thing that stuck to CNN, and CNN started a smear campaign to again make Joe Rogan seem less credible. The campaign was all over the place. Everybody saw it. Joe Rogan saw it. It was all about the horse dewormer, about ivermectin being a drug for animals, a veterinary drug, in which Joe Rogan, of course, denied because he said he got it from a doctor. I think Joe Rogan should sue CNN, and I think that anybody else that sought alternative treatments like monoclonal antibodies and ivermectin and get slandered should sue because I still believe that the pockets are lined from the CNN pockets and coffers are lined by Pfizer, and of course they're gonna protect their best interest. Nobody in CNN is gonna speak out against the people that are paying their bills. That's just a fact. That's just the way it's gonna be. Aaron Rodgers is not doing this because of a religious exemption. He's not doing it based on what he said off of a political stunt. According to Aaron Rodgers, and I have to take his word for it because I'm not his doctor, he's doing it because he has allergic reactions to certain ingredients in the vaccine. He tried a homeopathic treatment, which led him to say he was immunized. Nobody asked anything else. He didn't say he was vaccinated. Words matter. If you say immunized as opposed to vaccinated, then you should know to ask, what do you mean by immunized? But they didn't. Did the man lie? No, he didn't lie. He used the word that was given to him by his doctor. I am immunized. Did the treatment work for him? Apparently it did. Not the immunization from preventing him from getting COVID, but the treatment that helped him recover from COVID, which he followed, which he asked Joe Rogan about. Tim Pool did the same thing. Tim Pool made a video saying the day after he took the monoclonal antibodies, he felt great. He felt good. He felt better. Then he also stated, Tim Pool did, that is, that he did not want to take the ivermectin because he didn't want to go through that path that Joe Rogan went through, where people were going to key in on just that. that he just took the ivermectin and he didn't want to go through that slanderous trail of the horse dewormer. But back to Aaron Rodgers. The man did nothing wrong. The man is not doing this for politics. The man is only looking out for himself. He's not doing it for religious reasons. He has, according to him, a legitimate allergic reaction to some of the ingredients in the medicine, and the Johnson & Johnson vaccine was pulled before he could take it. In his mind, he feels like he's being treated or badly or alienated by the league. Now, that's something that only he knows. We're not in his mind. We don't know what's going on that aspect. All I'm saying is, don't let the media keep telling you that people's experiences are invalid. That's his experience. Is anecdotal? Yes. It might go against the mainstream narrative? Yes. But does it make it any less valid for him? No, it does not. Something that we got to think about. People experience this pandemic differently. They deal with it differently. They do the best they can for themselves and their family. We do not need the government involved in this. I don't know what else to say on the subject. ERT's out.